Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between EverZTelecoM and Freizya on Ulrena. Alright, bring up the names, get rid of that, and introduce the players. In the top left of Ulrena, it is the red Zerg player EverZTelecoM, representing the Ever clan. And in the bottom left of Ulrena, it is the blue Terran player, it is Freizya, representing Miraculous Gaming. Look at that fancy spinning logo. I love these so much. Just a fun part of my opening casts. Extractor trick being used by Telecom here to get 15 workers out of 14 supply. Sneaky, sneaky stuff that's been around since the early days of StarCraft, but still has a place here on Legacy of the Void. We've seen this more often than in Heart of the Swarm. It just allows the Zerg player to get up an additional worker before that Overlord pops. Nothing too crazy, just a little tiny advantage. Considering Telecom is at the Grandmaster level, anything that he does is going to be an advantage and help him win against his opponents. So that's why we saw that from him. It is going to be a hatch first. Obviously, there it goes. There's the hatch. Against Terran, it makes sense. Refinery coming up. Barracks coming up as well for Freizya. Not a crazy command center first build, because look at this map. You start here, but look at this little tiny attack path that you have to use to get to your opponent's base. And then there's this big area with a Zolong, a watchtower, then another tiny choke, and then up a big ramp, and you're to the natural. So if you're the Terran player, it actually makes sense to wall off right here. I've seen a supply depot used by a Terran player to keep the Zerg from getting in, because the alternative path for a scouting worker is to go this way and actually kill these rocks, which is never going to happen, or come all the way around here and then scout, which is insane. SCV going for a command center though. Look at this. Building on the low ground and not scouting either. Oh, if this was a 14 pool, he would be dead. But EverZ instead is going for a hatch first into a pool and extractor, so nothing too insane. We'll have enough for metabolic boost, I think, when this hatchery completes. The timing on it is very close indeed. He does have 84 gas, not quite the 100 required, but that's okay, close enough. And there's the 100, and there's the metabolic boost, exactly on time. APM 251 to 135. Telecom really blazing with the fingers on the keyboard right now. Here comes the Reaper. Hopping on up into the natural base, finding some workers. Nope, nobody killed there. Coming into the main instead. The Lings, oh, trying to stay on that creep. Stay on the creep. There it is, backing on out. Actually chasing this Reaper away quite a bit, taking more damage than he probably should. But again, the Reaper is being kept busy. It's not killing drones. Just kidding, it is killing drones. KD8 charge, not really hitting anything at all there. Changing the drone into a spawning, or a spore crawler. Does have a single kill. That Queen's going to pop, and there's the Queen. Going to get a couple shots off on that Reaper, injecting and then forcing the Reaper away. Canceling the Spore Crawler, getting that drone back to work. It is greatly weakened though. It is regenerating very slowly, as all Zerg units do. And the Reaper pops back in. What does this Reaper want with the Zerg player? Basically a drone kill. Bam! Gets a drone kill. Nice job, Freizya. Recognizing there was a weakened drone there. It wouldn't take a lot of shots to kill it. Might as well get in and see what he can do. And he did. He got the drone kill. So, one drone and 3 Lings have died to nothing for Freizya. This Reaper has 4 kills. It is still a recruit. KD8 charge almost hitting that Zergling, or that Queen. Speed just about to finish. A couple shots, and does the Reaper get away? Gets away with 8 hit points. And gonna head back home? It looks like he might just head on back home. Meanwhile, in Zergland, Roach Warren coming up. And what is this? Supply depot. Looks like it is going to try to wall here a little bit. Again, this is just a huge area. Walling here pretty much does what you need to do against roaches anyway. Hellions popping on out for the Terran player. A Starport on the way as well with a rally point all the way up there. Is that going to be a Banshee? No, a Liberator. Oh, that's right. Liberator popping up. No addition or no add-on required for that Liberator. Going to head on up here, where right there, and try to harass the Zerg player with Liberator Defender mode. Oh boy, here comes some Speedlings popping on down. Hellions say, welcome to breakfast, Zerglings. Roasting them to death, and one of them actually dying to the Reaper there. Does he have 5 kills now? 5 kills on that Reaper. So brave. So strong indeed. The Roaches are up. The Queens are up. Gets an inject off there. Look at that, Telecom. Injects are spot on right now. And this little push, I don't know if it's really going to do much here, because again, Roaches kill one immediately. The Hellions are forced to retreat as that Hellion corpse, that Hellion wreckage, gets melted by the acid saliva. But here comes the Liberator. Liberator at the back, Hellions at the front. How is the Zerg player going to deal with this? It's a Nidus Worm. Nidus Worm coming up for Telecom. What's he going to do with that? I don't know. Defender mode. And is Telecom going to recognize this in time? He does. Just barely. 2 drones die. But again, the roaches are pushing this attack back, so nothing much happening here at the front door. The Liberator does have 3 kills, which is good. But again, the drones just dodging as best they can. What are they going to do? How are they going to deal with this? This is under complete lockdown. The Queen getting some shots off on that Liberator, but it takes too many shots to actually kill it. Yep. Able to get out of Defender mode and get back on in. If you haven't seen Defender mode yet, it does 85 damage in a single shot burst to anything inside the circle, like that Queen. No! Do they get the Liberator? No! Doesn't manage to escape with 18 hit points. And how many kills did it pick up there? 4. 4, so not bad. 4 drones have died. 3, okay, so I guess 3 kills. 1 of the drone kills was from that Reaper earlier. So nothing amazing. Anyway. Alright, so just hanging out at the Zelniga Watchtower, and there comes the Nidus right at the front door. Does that Liberator spot it? I don't think it did. I don't think it did. Another Nidus. Nope, that's the same Nidus under connection. Under construction, rather. Not going for a third base. EverZTelecoM. Nope, just kidding. Getting a third. And there's the bust. Lings coming on out of this Nidus Worm. Queens and roaches are in here as well. It is 75 to 73 total supply, but look at this. Forcing a full evacuation of the SCVs. The Defender mode circle on this ramp is Freizya just completely letting this base go. I think he is just surrendering the space entirely. Ravagers on the way. Supply depots falling left and right. Is Freizya going to get supply blocked? And I think the answer is yes. Absolutely. Corrosive Bile being thrown down. Trying to kill some stuff. Not think that's going to happen. Roaches walking up this ramp instead of attacking. What is that? That was a misclick by Telecom. But either way, Freizya is supply blocked. This Liberator does have this base on lockdown, though. No mining happening whatsoever. Spawning or Spore Crawler cannot be targeted, I don't think, by the Defender mode. No, it does not go after buildings. And the Hellions moving back on up. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Here we go. The drones getting surrounded. No, the Hellions bypassing them entirely, going for this base. Instead, the main base, the drones forced to retreat. Freizya on the aggressive, on the offensive here. The Lings trying to kill all of those Hellions, trying to snipe them down. 2, 3 Hellions are left. A roach popping in does get destroyed by that Defender mode. More Lings popping on in, not caring about Defender mode overhead, trying to kill Hellions. And 1 more Hellion dies. Corrosive Bile on that Liberator. No, doesn't manage to kill it. Gets out of the mode just in time to get on out. And everybody tried to retreat, gets killed. So it's 32 to 40 total Harvesters, but it's a 1-base Terran against essentially, I don't know, I guess it's a 2-base Zerg at this point. And the workers are kind of back and working. But the Queens aren't injecting very well. Nidus Worm finally dies. That might have been the longest running Nidus Worm on my channel. Should give it a name or something. Defender mode circles being thrown up again, being used on defense, as is their wont. How are the upgrades looking for Freizya? +1, +1. I like to see that. I don't think, are there any evolution chambers at all here for Telecom? No, I don't think so. He pretty much put everything he had into that Ling Roach Ravager push with the Queens. He did a pretty good job. He denied the space for a long time, but now it's back in action. And Telecom is up 45 to 42 total Harvesters here, so feeling alright. Resources lost tab, 2,100 minerals and 300 gas for the Zerg player, 1,600 minerals and 75 gas for the Terran. 13 drones have died compared to 4 SCVs. So Freizya from Miraculous Gaming, really doing Miraculous Gaming a solid here, representing the clan well. I want to call Freizya a girl just because it reminds me of Freya, which is like an ancient, I don't know, ancient female god and something. I can't remember what at this point. Is that from World of Warcraft? Is Freya a base in like Old War and World of Warcraft? I don't know. Anyway, so the Queens here for EverZTelecoM are actually stacking injects. I like to see that from the Zerg players. I don't think a lot of Zergs know about that. Lings pop on in, get melted by this push of Marines, Marauders, Widow Mines, and Liberators. A scan revealing what they want to see. It's pretty much just roaches and Lings on the ground. Oh, EverZTelecoM in a tough spot here. Defender mode circles coming on up here. Ravagers doing Corrosive Bile on top of stuff. Not killing anything of consequence here. The Queen's trying to stand out of there. Everything inside the circles is absolutely getting melted. Lings and coming in and getting killed as well. Marauders taking down a Queen. This base completely under siege. Hiders popping up, and that's it. EverZTelecoM calls the GG is defeated. And Freizya is victorious in this TBZ. I liked the strategy from Freizya. I liked the Liberator harass up here. I liked it over here. It really, really slowed down the Zerg economy. If we look at the income tab, it was fairly even there, but can we look at spending? We can. Yeah, Zerg player was only able to spend about 1,800 on technology. Exactly 6,150 each for army. That's crazy. Huh. And economy was fairly even as well. Anyway, I just thought it slowed the Zerg player down. Boop. That was weird. Anyway, resources lost tab here. 49 minerals and 1,100 gas for the Zerg player. Telecom and 2,200 minerals and 100 gas for Freizya lost. So look at that. So much gas lost there. So cost effective with the strategy was Freizya. And yeah, I love the push with the Liberators. These guys were MVPs. 8 kills, 21 kills, 3 kills, 2 kills, 4 kills there. That one is the hero of the day. That is the commander. And that was the difference. So pretty fantastic game there. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. But this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /Falcon Paladin. Go ahead and visit the store if you haven't already. There are some cool t-shirts there, StarCraft 2 shirts, and Falcon Paladin shirts. A link is in the description as well as in the end slate at the end of the cast. So that's about it. Again, thank you to everybody who subscribed, especially recently. I've really seen my numbers grow, and I appreciate that. It's good to see some of my hard work paying off, and I know it's because of the people getting the word out there, especially a lot of love on Reddit recently as well. So that's about it. I love you all, and until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.